Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. And we are back in Vashia in Cat Beta. I haven't played at all for the last day or two, and the reason is I've just not been very well. I've not really slept very much, and I'm just absolutely knackered. So yeah, I've not really wanted to play, and truthfully, I've not really wanted to record because, I've just not felt well. But, I was getting into a good habit of being consistent with videos, and I wanted to stay with that, so we're going to record today. And, yeah, so we were just finishing this little tentacle thing off. Don't know what else you'd call it. Tentacle thing works. We had the interview with Go yesterday, which was not yesterday, day before, which was fun. Really enjoyed it. He's a great guy. Go is an absolute legend. He knows his stuff. And I think he's really going to enjoy Kata. We've then got... I'm trying to figure out what is going on. There's just like 700 of these Draenei's. You had to come with me. Okay. Yeah, so he's a great guy, and hopefully I get to raid with him in Kata, which would be great. Yeah, so at some point I will try and grab Scott. I know he's been playing a lot of beta. He's 85 and all that sort of stuff, doing heroics and stuff. So I'm sure at some point once I catch up with him, we'll, do some content with him. Probably a drunk stream or two, knowing us. But yeah, so all in all, it's pretty good. Now I'm gonna go with a question of the day early this time. I thought we were going to crash. 100% thought we were about to crash. So, question of the day early. What piece of, tech... And, I'll explain where I'm going with this, but what piece of tech could you just not live with? And what I mean by that is, my PC setup, my mouse is the thing that's, it has to have the extra buttons on the side. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy, and that's something where my button setup for just some reason wouldn't work very well. And I found it to be the most infuriating thing of my life because I'm so used to using that. I basically play games just off my mouse. So yeah, it was really something that just threw me and was a massive inconvenience. So yeah, I'm interested to know what kind of what tech piece is the one that you're maybe overly reliant on, or yeah, I don't know. That's that sort of thing. You know what I'm asking, probably. But yeah, I'm really interested to know because for me, the mouse is... I think I could get away with a cheap 10 quid keyboard, but I don't... Oh god, I've done all this. I've got res sick. Why have I got res sick? But I'm not sure I could survive on a cheap mouse anymore. And I have a really good cheap mouse. I use a Red Dragon mouse. I don't think I've ever talked about my setup actually. Do you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to go through what my setup is currently. So mouse, I have a Red Dragon mouse. It was something that was recommended to me by a friend who I had a Corsair something. I'm going to say a Corsair Scimitar. I don't even know if that's how you say that word, but we're going to go with it. And it was great, but it just, was absolutely battered. It'd just been used and abused for years and never really looked after. So I replaced it with a wireless Red Dragon mouse on someone's recommendation. I was looking for a wireless mouse, and because I was laptop gaming and moving around quite a lot, so it was just something that worked for me, which was great. And then I moved to my current flat where I could have a proper setup, and ended up getting rid of that mouse and getting a wired Red Dragon mouse because I've the mouse itself has been fantastic. It's an American company. I should probably say not sponsored before YouTube tries to report me, but it's an American company, but the shipping's always really clean and quick, and it's just always worked out well. I believe they do keyboards and everything else, but I've never tried any of them, so I couldn't comment on how good they are. But yeah, so did that, got the new mouse. That's what I'm using currently. I believe it's called the M908, which is it's good. I can't fault it, to be honest. The issues I've had with it recently are more Final Fantasy based than the mouse. And but yeah, it's like fantastic. I have a Razer keyboard, which I really don't know how to describe it. It's a Razer keyboard. It was a Christmas present, I'm gonna say, because my last keyboard suffered the consequences of spilling drinks. I have a Samsung, I think it's like a 36-inch or 30-something inch curved monitor. I have my mic, which is an Elgato Wave 3, 4, Wave something. This is not very descriptive. If you actually really cared about my setup, I'm sure at some point I'll do a proper video around it, but as it is right now, I'm just going over what I can remember. And then my laptop is a laptop. I feel like people wanted more than that. But I can't really do that right now. So at some point, I'll go through it all. My laptop was about, I think it was like £1,800. It's like a GTX 60 series. I don't know. I'm saying words now. I'm not a very technical person. Does anyone else get that with gaming? That you feel like because you're a gamer and you play games on a computer or a PC or a laptop or, even consoles, that when people talk to you about it, there's like almost a kind of judgment if you don't know everything about tech. I'm awful when it comes to tech. I've got no idea about anything. But, when I have like tech issues, I Google it. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing in game. Never mind out the game. What am I doing in game? Have I just been picking? That's not helpful there. God, I don't know what's going on anymore. Offer this to a Horde survivor. Here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. No, okay. That was easy enough. But yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of judgment around it because, like, every time I have tech issues, and it's often, like, the immediate response is, "Have you tried controlling your 6.1 graphics modem driver?" And I'm like, "What?" That sentence nearly gave me an aneurysm. Then, to be fair, as you can tell, I'm really tired. I don't know how this would go down on YouTube. I don't really care, to be honest. Like, I'm going through a really depressive state at the moment where I'm not sleeping and, like, my head is just not happy with life. So, like, I don't really talk to people very much. When I do, it's, like, short conversations, and then I need to go and take a break from peopling. But when I get on to, like, I'm glad I recorded because I get on these, like, little weird rambles where I actually talk and feel like I'm having a conversation, and it's good. I genuinely think, and here's a little challenge for people. OBS is free, right? Most people have a microphone for Discord or whatever else. At some point, record a video. Like, just record a video. And I genuinely think a lot of people don't understand how strange and difficult this is. Like, I'm not saying it's a difficult job. Please don't think I'm saying that. There are a lot more technical jobs out there and a lot more important jobs out there. But, like, it's quite difficult to have this conversation knowing that there's no one else responding to you. Or, like, the best way I can describe it is like, it's like writing a letter, right? in that I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to make a comment. I'm going to write all of those notes down, and then you guys respond. And I'm really grateful that you do respond. And then I write another letter to respond back, and it's almost like old communication, which I've never really thought of that way. But this is the ramblings of a madman. Talking of Cata, let's talk some Cata stuff, shall we? Season Discovery came out recently. Bear with me. And all I've wanted to do, like, of all of the WoW variants, Cat is the only one that's even remotely interested me. Like, I will go back and play Season of Discovery, level up, do the raid, all that good stuff. But I'm certainly not in a rush for it. I kind of just want Cat to be here. You know, I'm only going to do... I really do think I'm only going to do maybe one ult in Cat. Like, have my lock and then maybe one ult. I like the idea of just doing everything on one character. I've really got into that on multiple games at the moment. Like, again, I've been playing Final Fantasy, which has an amazing class system. Even if you don't like other things of the game, the class system alone in Final Fantasy is just something to be admired. You have jobs rather than classes, which is the same thing, right? They are basically classes, but the difference is that you can switch between them on one character freely. So, like, I could heal a dungeon, and then I could tank the next dungeon, and then I could melee DPS the next dungeon. And, like, you have to level them all, but, like, you can complete one character, right? There's never a need for an ult. And that, to me, is just great. But yeah, so I've kind of lost track of where I was going with this now. But yeah, I like the idea of just completing one character. I've been doing it on ESO, kind of did it on Season of Discovery, and yeah, I think that's going to be a bit of a goal of mine in Cata. But we hit 2,900 subs recently as well. Thank you. That's awesome. Let's see. It's now the 5th. Do we reckon we could hit 3,000 subs by the end of the month? I will make you a deal, YouTube audience. If we hit 3,000 subs by the end of the month, I will try and do something special for it. We'll see if we can stream or do something. Have like an event or something, or try and do a giveaway or something. I don't know what it looks like yet, but we'll do something. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun if we can hit 3,000 by the end of the month. We're on track to, is all I'm going to say, right? Like, don't want to jinx it, but we're on track to. So a lot of people have been talking about what Cata might look like on release. And it's something I'm going to be doing at some point when I'm feeling a little bit better, is working out what my release plans are. I think if you can quest stack, it's definitely worth it. Now, you're still gonna get stuck with everyone else in either Vashira and Hyjal. But looking at how good Vashira has been and how underrated it's been, I think we're going to be able to go to quest stack, right? Go do all of the quests, like 25 quests, 30 quests, whatever. Then we're going to go to Vashir. And as soon as we hit 82, we're going to be friendly with Earthen Ring and can go to Deepholm. And I think we'll be able to get to Deepholm before other people. And as soon as we're in Deepholm, we just get to run away. Like, we're going to be so far ahead of other people. So, yeah, I think that's probably going to be something close to my plan. This will be the one expansion I've quest stacked in, because I haven't done in any of them yet. And I've always been within like a couple of hours of the first people on the server hitting max level. But, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do it this time. 871 spell power. Crazy. But yeah, so how far are we through? Because we're like 82, just below 82 and a half right now, and we've done just over half the quests. Yeah, it's kind of mad. It's mad. My eyes are really hurting. let's get the next lot of quests done. We'll probably do this like quest hub. This is what I really like about Cataclysm, right? In Classic, you're going to pick up like 10 quests, travel around the map to go and do them, then come back and hand them all in, like with rest XP and things being optimal. Whereas this is, it's like, here's a quest hub, right? Go and do all of the quests in this quest hub, come back, and then we're going to send you to the next quest hub. But it just feels so much better, right? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's why I prefer the Cata zones as well. Like the leveling zones, the 160 zones. I felt like that was going to die quicker. Oosh. Don't know what else I need to do. Patroller. I do need to kill patrollers, so let's just chuck a couple of things at him. For obvious reasons, I haven't tried any of the new, like any of the other specs yet, because it's my only character on beta. It is something I plan on doing. I have a couple of things I would like to do, talking about pre-patch sort of things and all that good stuff. So we'll be playing more and putting more videos out. Like I said, I'm really sorry that I've not put a video out yesterday. I felt really bad about it, but I just couldn't bring myself to sit and record, if I'm honest. And I think this is where streaming is going to help so much. Like, it's not going to fix everything for me, but once I start streaming, I'll have like lots of content already done, ready for YouTube. Oh, wow. I might have to stop this one before we finish these quests, because my eyes are actually getting to a point where it's hurting. To put it into some context, I've been awake for a long time. That's all I've got. At least we're getting some rested XP every time we log in. We'll get as far as we can. Oof, that was a big hit. Is this fixed yet? I don't know if dual spec is fixed yet. As far as I know, since we got like the stealth patch that fixed pet bars and a couple of other things, we haven't had any more changes. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we've had any more changes. I haven't heard of any. There seems to be a good amount of people playing the beta, though. Like, if I do Who 85, 34 people at the moment, 85 online. On this one server, NA, all that good stuff. Like, yeah. Another quest. Another. Yeah, like, we're going to go back and have, like, 7 quests stand in, 6 quests stand in. Yeah, there's still a lot of people being, like, quite negative about Kata and the beta in chat in general. But they'll figure it. Right, I'm going to kill this one, kill that monitor, and then, like, we've got 4 quests to hand in. We've nearly done, like, the area. I'm going to leave it there because I am feeling very rough, and I probably need to go and have a lie down because I am a 97-year-old man. And as always, lovely to speak to you guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me know what you're getting up to at the moment while you're waiting for Kata and everything else. Are you playing SOD? Are you enjoying it? All that good stuff. Thank you for watching and listening to my rambles. And yeah, catch you later. Bye.